Hi guys! So here we're going to be making a magic slider card, and right now I'm embossing the card part, and then I'm going to stick the acetate on top of the embossed piece that I just did, and I'm going ahead and embossing the acetate now. And once I'm done embossing my card, you'll see I'm coloring in and just adding some little embellishment to my card image. Then I go ahead and I use the Happy Birthday Party Time stamp set and stamp Happy Birthday, and I go ahead and cut that out. And I use the little cute and elegant decorative box frames that are acetate, and I use that for a pull tab. So I thought that was a cute idea, so I wanted to use them, and this was a great way to have a pull tab for my slider card. So I went ahead and put some glue on the back of that and put them together, and then I went ahead and slipped that right over both the acetate and the card image. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and slid those into the little slider piece there. And then on the back here, I'm going to add the little tiny stopper piece to the back of the card image part. So that will stop the image from coming out. So there we go. Next, we're going to go ahead and place that inside of the card, and I want to put the cake and the banner into the window area. So I go ahead and put some tape and make sure everything measures up right. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and tape that down. And then I went ahead and colored in some of the party hats, and I went ahead and adhered those to the top of the card. I also used for the top of the card some of the paper that I got from the shop, and I went ahead and made a little yummy cake banner, and I used some pearls to finish it off. So there's our card. Okay, guys, so now we are making some Valentine's Day items. And the first thing that I think I want to make is a Valentine's tag and fill it with chocolate. So I'm going to be making some pockets and using our cute little Valentine Day stamps. And then I cut a bunch of hearts from the heart dies that I got. And if you remember, we have many different shapes here. And they're stitched. So we've got this one and these two, and then we've got the little ones that go inside of these. So so I cut out a bunch of those already. Okay, so I've got a bunch here, and I used some foil paper, and then I used red cardstock, and I'm using a graphic 45 tag and some red cardstock that I already cut out, and I'm going to attach to the tag, and I'm going to go ahead and use some paper that I've just got in my stash. So all right, so I'm going to use that, and so yay, so here we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward, okay? I am almost finished with my tag. I'm going to put some candy inside of it. I did some little, went ahead and cut out some little cards from some of the little tag sets that I had, or cut apart sets that I had, and I just made a little heart paper clip embellishment to put them all together and for my recipient. And then I'm going to put some candy bars and stuff in here for them, and sucker. And so anyway, I am going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to also create some other things and put them inside of here. So I will be showing this to you later. And then right now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a really super cute card. For this card, I will be using my gelatos. I love using my gelatos for Valentine's Day. I don't know why, I just do. But I make cards with them every year, and I just love using them. And then we're going to be using your embossing crystal clear embossing powder. And then you'll need either a watercolor paper, or you can go ahead and get your regular paper and you can add clear gesso or white gesso to it, so that way you have easy blending on your papers. Okay, this is watercolor paper, and this is actually from Tim Holtz from Ranger. Okay, it is the Distress Watercolor cardstock. And then I went ahead and did some other some gesso on my other cardstock. Okay, so those are drying right now, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward, and I will leave comments, throughout the video, or I will stop the video and tell you what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so I went ahead and used the gelato around the clear embossed stamp that I did, and it says all you need is love, and I think that looks pretty cute and exactly what I wanted. So I didn't want to decorate or do it further down here because I'm just making some little cards. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cover this piece up with our beautiful paper that we got from the shop. So I might go ahead and use this, and then we'll put a really pretty, I have washi tape that is a gold kind of color, and I think it'll look really nice with this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the card, and then I'll fast forward through it. So I'm going to make a little flower out of these little hearts, and I cut several of them out using this little heart from the die set, okay? And then here what I did was I went ahead and cut out the heart from the foil paper, and then I cut out another big heart, cut the middle section out of that heart using the paper, and then put it in the middle. And then used its little double heart, the little one that comes with that set, right on top of there, just like that. So that's how that's going to sit. And then I'm going to put the flower right here next to it. So, okay. Just want to explain what I was doing. So there is our Valentine card. So how cute is that? So very simple. If you have gelatos, you can use them for your stamps with your clear embossing powder, and then get your packet of paper, and you can go ahead and make a little flower, do your hearts, and decorate the bottom of your card. So I think that is super cute. So we're going to go ahead and make some more, so stay tuned. Hi guys, I'm back again. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make another card. And this time we're going to be using the large Valentine stamp. It is pretty large. It is about, I want to say, maybe 5 inches long or so. Yeah, it's about 5 inches. So it is a pretty long stamp. I kind of like this. So I decided to go ahead and use one of the cards that I did gesso on top of, and we're going to go ahead and place this right smack dab in the middle like this, okay? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab some of our Faber-Castells gelatos, okay? And we are going to go ahead and place those all around our card here, and then we're just going to blend it in. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. And I just added some ribbon here, tied a little bow, and then added some little pearls, red pearls on the bottom. And that is about it. I did some paint splatter around the sentiment here, and that's it. It's ready to go. So the inside, you can go ahead and we can place another stamp. If I wanted to, I could just say, I love you. Give this one to my husband. So let me grab my excess getting onto my paper. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that right. Like a little bit in the middle. Just like that. There we go. So I am done with that. And there is my Valentine card for my hubby. And I am done. So that is, I think we've done pretty good. So there are our Valentine cards that we created using the stamp set that we got and using the hearts that we picked up from the store. So again, this is the stamp set that I used. So it has all of these stamps, beautiful stamps in there. And they are awesome. So, alrighty, so I'm going to clean my desk up and then I will be back with... Hi y'all! So now we are on to our last card. And for this card, I decided to use the super cute little, I call it a snow globe, but in the shop, in the Love Arts shop.com, it is called the Crystal Ball, okay? So you'll get these pieces here. All right, and this is kind of like snowflakes or it looks like confetti type, and this is what it looks like here, okay? So I'm just going to pick that up for you a little bit here. So it does like little tiny things, and then it has like these little guys that go with it. So all those little pieces in there. So, anyway, so I cut up some of those to just stick inside of our little, crystal ball, and then I went ahead and what we're going to make is a twist card, okay? And I love making these, and I've made some in the past before with using other items. And so to do this card, you're just going to make a regular A2 card, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, and you are going to go ahead and just cut 2 inches. I used a little bit of fancy dies here just to kind of give it a little bit of a, character. So then I cut the inside panel to the same as, so it will cover that part up like that. Okay, so it'll look nice inside. Alrighty, so that's going to go off to the side because we're not going to use that yet. What you are going to need for this card is you are going to need 2 clear window sheets, okay? So I don't think you could see those. Let's see if you could see them on here. So you're going to need 2 clear window sheets, okay? And maybe that's not the best either. Let me grab, oh, here we go. So you'll need 2 clear window sheets that are this right here, okay? So you're going to use that. You're going to cut 2 of those out, all right? Then you're going to cut another 2 pieces out using this one, and you're going to just use regular cardstock for that, or, if you want to use printed cardstock. I used some scraps in my paper that were Valentine. All right, then you're going to go ahead and cut 2 of these out. These are the little snow globes that are going to go in the front, okay, or the crystal balls. That's this piece right here. So you need 2 of those. And I accidentally cut, I don't know, I cut 3 of them out, but I only need 2. So, you're going to cut out 2 of these, okay? You cut 2 of those out. I didn't cut this one out because I didn't need it, so we didn't do that. I just only cut 1 round of this out here, okay? You are going to need a piece of string that measures, depending on how wide your square is. Mine is about 8 1/4. So you'll need one of those. You are going to need 8 of these, okay? And these are going to be layered one on top of another for a shaker, okay? So they're going to be layered on top of one another like this. And you are going to need 8 of these, all right? And so one is going to go here, okay? This is how we're going to do it. This is going to go on top of here like this, all right? Okay, you are going to spread these apart, and you're going to grab 4 on one side and 4 on the other side. Okay, so whoops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. Okay, and oh, I'm dropping all my stuff. And I just need to cut one more red here. So you'll need 10 altogether. So you'll need 5 for one side and then 5 for the next side, okay? So I have 4 here, and then I need one more. And again, you're just going to grab your window sheet, place that behind the printed side, stick that on top of the ones that were stacked on top of each other that we're going to glue together, okay? Now I did it this way so that way your string will not be seen through your window when we put it through your card, okay? So you're going to grab this piece here, stick it on like this. Then you're going to grab your string, put your string up on top of there, grab your next piece, put that there, okay? You're going to grab your other layers that are going to be glued together, put those there, okay? You're going to grab your neck, you're going to go ahead and put all your goodies inside, okay? You're not going to use a whole lot of goodies because then your stuff will get like kind of bumpy and it won't shake right. So just use the minimal. You know, I'm only going to use a few of these little tiny hearts that I cut out. And then I'm going to use this little stack here. I'll probably do one more for the inside. And I might go ahead and throw in just a dash of some of this glitter that I have from Recollections. And then you're going to go ahead, once you have all your goodies inside, this will be on top of here like that. And there is your little shaker. This is going to be mounted in the middle of your card, okay? So you can, when it twists, you can see the front and the back of your little shakers. So that's how that's going to go. And so up next, we're going to get started, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part, okay? Okay guys, so here's where I'm going to be layering the crystal ball die cuts on top of one another, and then I'm going to layer on the crystal ball outside pattern paper to the acetate, and then from there I will grab the 5 crystal ball red pieces that I glued onto each other, and I will go ahead and glue those onto the acetate piece. Okay, and then so once I go ahead and I put on the acetate to the window piece, I just make sure that my window is clean before I put in all of my shaker pieces. So here I'm putting in the shaker pieces, and I'm adding in the hearts, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of the scoop of glitter in the middle part, and I'm not adding a bunch. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my glue around the acetate piece, okay, where the red pieces were all adhered together. Place that on top of the little shaker back piece, okay, and there it is, it's working. Okay guys, so if you hear my dog snoring, I apologize, but for this part here, you're going to get the front back panel of the card. You're going to place adhesive on the top part and the bottom part so you can attach your string all the way through, like I'm doing here, okay? So here I'm just making sure that it's straight and it's secured on top of the adhesive that I've laid down. Okay, once you are done placing your string on top of there, make sure that it is very good string, okay, because it's going to be twisted a lot. So once you're done straightening that out, then you're going to go ahead and grab some glue, and you are going to go ahead and place your glue right on top of that string, on the top and on the bottom, so that way it is secured. Once you do that, then I just took my finger and I kind of like rubbed it in a little bit, so I knew that it was good and it was nice and adhered down. Okay, you're going to set that off to the side to let that dry. Alrighty, so here what we're going to do is we are going to place adhesive on the back of your shakers, okay, and you're just going to put one adhesive right down the middle part. All right, and then you're going to go ahead and take those apart, take the back of the adhesive off. And before you put your shaker on, you're going to go ahead and get your string and twist that, okay? And you're just going to go ahead and twist it until you feel that it's kind of not really tight, but it's twisted enough to where your shaker will twist on that, okay? And so then you're going to grab your shaker and you're just going to place that in the middle part of that window there, okay? And just like I'm doing here. So you're just going to hold that little string down until you put the shaker on. And then next what we're going to do is, before we put on the other shaker, we're going to go ahead and attach the back, whether you used pattern paper or plain cardstock, you're just going to place that on top of that window to finish up that back panel. Okay. Okay, so once you get your back panel on, you're going to go ahead and cut the strings off of the top and the bottom of your card. Okay, so now that we have our crystal ball on the back side of our window, okay, and I went ahead and, just kind of spruced it up a little bit in the back here, so it looks so plain. And then, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to twist this, okay, so we're going to twist this part. The one thing I do want to say is make sure that you have a strong thread or yarn or string in through here, okay? Then the next one I'm going to go ahead and grab is this little one that I made, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. This one, you can see it says Happy Valentine's Day on it. So, see right there? It says Happy Valentine's Day. So, I thought this one I would put in the front, so I'm going to stick this one right on top of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take off the backing. We are almost done with our card, guys. So cute, and it was super fast. So once you get all your pieces cut and everything, it went super quick. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that they level up really good. And I'm just going to press down so they stick together. Okay. And there we go. Oh my gosh, look at that. And look at how cute. Oh my gosh. Guys, that is so stinking cute. And then again, you can just twirl it. You can even have the other one, face the front. And when they open up, it'll still twirl. But how cute is that? And now we can go ahead and decorate up and through here. And we can put these little guys on. So for the little bottom parts, I thought I would go ahead and put like this one here. All right. Or you know what? I'm going to put the rose. This one here. I'll put the roses there, since the roses are on the inside of that piece there. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that. Okay, just like that. All right, and then I'm going to turn this over. Oh, turn that over. There we go. And I'm just going to use the other one too, the other rose part. That way it kind of matches the inside when it twirls. When it twirls around. And then I'm going to go ahead, and I have some little beads that I was going to use. Oh, here we go. These are like just things that I've torn apart in my stash, and I'm just going to go ahead and take these out and grab these little tiny ones right here. Okay, so I can use the rest of those. So I'm just going to go ahead. Now this will probably raise up the card a little bit when it's turned over, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay. And then those two can go in the front. And then for here, I'm just going to stick like this straight part right here. I was going to stick, I don't know. I was going to stick some little hearts just in the front here. You know what? I think I'll do that. I think I'll just go ahead and stick some hearts in the front here. And I'm just going to put this one in the middle. So I'm just going to put 3 dots there, like that. And just kind of put these down. And there's no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to stick them down. However they fall is how they fall. And just like that. Scoot that one over just a bit. Just like that. So there's that one. And then we do this side here. And so here. There we go. So how cute is that? Oh my gosh, you guys. So now we can stamp in there here. Just stamp right here. And the leftover, you know, circles that you have, you could definitely just pop them on in your card just to give it some, you know, decoration or whatever. You can use some of your leftover hearts. Okay, and so now I can grab my Valentine stamps, and I can go ahead and just put be my Valentine. And so I'm going to grab that. Okay, and I'm going to grab my black Memento ink, and I'm just going to go ahead and put on there like that. And I do press hard on my stamps. I just do. I don't know why I do that, but I just press really hard on them. So I think maybe I'll do it again. So there we go. Oh, that one still is not. There we go. You got the ink on there. Okay. So, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that right in here. just like that. And there we go. So there is my little Valentine stamp, and there's my card. And then if I wanted to, I could definitely just go ahead and add some more of our little hearts together. And so there we go. So there is our card, and then I can sign our names here and everything. And how cute is that? So that is how you can make a little twisty card using your little snow globe or your little crystal ball. So how cute is that? I love it. So thank you so much for joining with me. Thank you so much for joining me with making all of these cards. I had so much fun sharing everything with you guys, and some of the techniques that we forget to use, or maybe simple cards that you just want to make real fast for holidays or for a friend. You can use all of these types of cards for any occasion, not just Valentine's or birthday. You can use them for any occasion that you would like. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate all your encouragement and support on my YouTube channel. I want to thank In Love Arts Shop for inviting me to be a guest designer. I love using all of your products, and I will be using more in the future. So thank you so much for joining me, y'all. Y'all take care, and I will put all of the links to the dies and the paper stamps that below down in the description box. Okay, and pay a visit over to In Love Arts. They have wonderful products, not just stamps and dies, but they have papers and different kinds of things that you may go ahead and you can add to your crafty stash. So thank you so much, and take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.